So, we have the cast for the Wednesday, for the first day campaign. My voice is a bit off, but I'm joined by Bismarkus today. Hopefully, he can carry the conversation in this um, cast. We are starting off on Japan, and Bismarkus, do you have any comments on the Japan?
Uh, it's the first time I see it because I can't see it in the game. Uh, so how is the state of the nation? Ideas filled and everything, or
Yeah, and he has a colony over here somewhere. Yeah, he started colonizing.
is there anyone else competing for North America?
Well, not in his side, but over here there's
Mm.
there's some three big players, Ian's, and there's a Texan Exodus here. Yeah, let's look at his buildings. He has a lot of manpower buildings still to build, and no force limit buildings. Started on the manufactories. I'd also be scared of a Manchurian invasion. I would likely try to sell this off to someone so they can't get free taking war score on you. And always be ready because if he lands one stack and occupies a province, he can start spamming mercs in that province. So keep your navy ready because
Does he have maritime ideas?
no, he doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. Doesn't even have quality ideas. So his navy is garbage. Very weak nation indeed. Needs to build up. At least it's up to date on ideas and tech. He's at he want to go down to the level 1 for the additional dev cost. And then he starts to want to dev up Japan. Start deving up everything to 10 and later 20. So we can actually get some value out of this.
Yeah, I guess apart from North America, he doesn't have much expansion routes for it.
No, he can't beat any of these on naval, and he can't beat Manchu on land. Let's move on to Manchu. Um, okay, he has this. He has really strong calf. Um, this
Still
is.
missing one idea.
Look at this. Look at this price.
What?
And if we would do this, 5 ducats, and he have plus 35. And then he has this one as well.
No, and he already has aristocratic ideas.
Yeah, and he's horde. And he can even take this for additional bonus.
Wow, didn't know the
No, neither did I.
tribes have morale of armies.
I think it's Manchu tide. Um, he has a lot of good manufacturers to build still. Um, a force limit is also very lackluster, and manpower buildings. So he got a lot of buildings to do. Yeah, he just needs to sit and build a lot.
Does he have income for it?
Kinda, not much. Running 112, and he doesn't. He's still not getting this. This is far away.
But he's getting the cost reduction from Spy Network.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Can he get above 50%, 50 power points, 50 power protection?
Yeah, he just declared war on Timurids, and when he peace out, he got above 50. Tim is his rival. Yeah, he got a lot of building to do and likely a lot of deving too. Yeah, there's so many provinces you can dev to 10 dev. I think he's also been called to converting to Manchu.
Isn't even helping him that much, but it only increases your amount of banners, right?
Yeah, but then
No,
he.
no.
Oh, Darth is
The
here.
reason why you, yeah, the reason why you form Mantu is because of that privilege right there.
Yeah, this one. Would you want to form Qing?
No, because that makes you not a horde. He can do that later, maybe if he gets enough sources of regiment costs to keep his 5 cost cav.
Mm.
But probably not. I don't think he'd ever want to form Qing. Or are you saying Qing or Jin?
Qing. Oh no, Qin.
Jin maybe, but they don't have cav stuff.
Mm.
So like normally, yes, you probably would.
How many can you take at once? Or
I think you can take all of them. He needs 8 banners for the other one, which is like you can just do that instantly. The Merc company's just another cav Merc company.
Okay.
yeah, maybe use high income mission to start building buildings.
Yeah. You could do that. Okay. It's a nice manpower limit. Behind.
It's cheap, right?
Yeah.
I expect regimental camps in every province from him.
That's
It's nice.
his thing apparently. Um. Yeah, there's some stuff here still at low diff. Yeah, you have farmlands at 13. You have this for 7. Have a lot of deving to do in your land still. Yeah, there's a lot to be dev to 10 here. Should be a focus with your mana. Don't you agree, Darth?
He doesn't listen at the moment.
Oh. Um. He shouldn't likely also soon fire this. Um.
What is the one at the right? Poyang development?
I would just say fire it.
Yeah, no reason to keep it.
He only gets prestige from this stuff. And it's whatever.
Only prestige? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this he keeps, of course. I don't know why he went trade. His region suck for trade. He leaks so much anyway that I don't think trade is worth it for him. I would have said Inno villages would have been better for him, especially because the policies with innovative is 10 ICA of course, but also you get def cost with offensive.
And defensive.
Yeah, but you're likely going offensive next, so I would not have taken trade. I would have gone Inno. Um, Also administrative free policy. He can form Wu Wei.
Is Wu a nation new that from a mod as well?
Yeah, this is from the mod. Yeah, I would form this nation. You still keep the dev cost, and you lose 5% morale of armies, but I think the bonuses are making up for it.
To get any missions? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Tibet. I think there's only 2. Okay, Tibet. Eco went for innovative offensive quality eco. a very low manpower, like one battle and his troops are depleted. Low force limit too.
It's still not the best land.
It is also, yeah, 400 death is not a lot. Yeah, and there's a lot of land that's not 10 death, so you can get additional building slots out of it, and this is area's pain to develop anyway. Even have Arctic climate in half of it. Yeah, he might look big, but his land is shit dirt poor. Um, I don't know if Bengal wants to attack you, but I would say get a few forts up in Tibet.
Oh yeah, without a fort line there, it's
This land is agony to invade, but if you don't have a fort line, well, you just go in there. Like a fort in this province, a fort in maybe this province, a fort up here somewhere, and then maybe an additional fort down here, and you're safe from India. Because this Bengal is looking big, fat, and scary, and has a lot of claims on you. Um, he gets death cross from this. That's nice.
what gives the mission power? I guess it's from a mod as well, but what can you do with it?
Come again.
Change your religious school
I
in
think
missions.
I think he needs to do that. I think actually this is abuse of the system
Oh, okay.
because he keeps these confusion schools. But he's Vienna, but I'm not sure. So yeah, he's behind, ludicrously behind. Um, still had a lot of building slots. Yeah, he's definitely the weakest Chinese. This is owned by Deccan, by the way. Oh, this guy's gotta be rich.
I think he just unlocked the attack.
Yeah, I'm saying he's gonna be rich.
Oh yeah.
When he builds all these manufacturers for this much gold, he's gonna be rich. And like, who's gonna contest him anyway? But he doesn't have the strongest military. I might wanna upgrade your forts, to be honest. And if you're scared of anyone, build a fort on this strait as well.
Is it a strait or not?
It is a strait. It is not a strait. Wait, what? Oh, it's not a strait. We might want to still build a fort or two on your islands, but and this is Deccan, right? Yeah, just colonizing away. Well, there's not much for you to do, to be honest, with regards to expansion, because everyone around you is stronger than you in military and you're stronger in navy. I guess you could go and kill Deccan on the seas if you really wanted to. Yes, you definitely could. Yeah, you couldn't kill anyone on the seas. You can also go up and kill Japan if you wanted to. Because both your military and navy is stronger than Japan. And you can also just declare war on Deccan for some island he can't reach. And then could be this one, for example. Or this one. And that 40 taking war score, and just need to occupy whatever separated land you have.
Also, 44 power projection again. Can you get above
Yeah.
50?
Um, Scornful Little Salt runs out in 1 year. Um, Nothing you can do here. You can also privateer. You have a delete underscore wars. Yeah. You can rival Bengal and privateer him. You can also just privateer Deccan. Like if you send 20 light ships into Coromandel, I think you should give enough power PP to be above. If you ever want to try to fight on land, you got a shitload of forts up here. I wouldn't keep the farmland for the grassland forts. I wouldn't keep those. Also, having this many forts up here means that if you ever get attacked and they occupy all your mainland stuff, they can get 40% war score from taking, and then they get a lot of war score from all these forts. So they can actually stab hit you out. If you had no forts and you got declared on, they could occupy all this, you could blockade them, and they would likely not get above 50 war score, so they couldn't stab hit you out. Recording is recording. um, yeah, you got galleys because it's inland. Yeah, I guess your nation is looking fine. You just need to build up, but you're never gonna be able to contest Bengal, I think.
No, especially not if he's from
Yeah,
Nepal.
he can just press a button for that, right? You got it there. He's just keeping the ideas for the dev cost, I'd assume, and the idea cost. Yeah, so he's just building up with this. He's getting built. Yeah, he's been dev into 21. I mean, he's still a lot of developing to do, but he's getting there. When do you think he'll go to press this button?
Yeah, not before his fourth idea is finished, and also I don't know if he wants to fight anyone or any major wars, but before that, obviously.
Who could even contest him in this area? I guess you and they can't good, but China would
Yeah,
be a
but we're friends, hopefully.
yeah, but China would be a rollover for him, and he doesn't have a border with Russia. Okay, let's take a quick look at his player subject. He's a March and he's not breaking the rules. Nice force limit. Yeah, so his army is also busted. Not as busted as the what you call it, the Prussian March, but still busted. Yeah, not talking much about them.
Just one thing for its player march, Alt. Does he have a cannon stack?
No, he in fact doesn't. He needs to look at his army composition.
He probably should only have one cannon stack, and that's all he has.
Yeah, and then he can have some infantry because he has size for that. But you don't want to have the calf, just delete the calf. Because you have additional IC infantry compatibility in your national ideas, so calf is not really working for you. Okay. MacDavia putting his fingers in the Australia. Took the Philippines as well. I don't know what his deals are with Malaya, but they are rivaled, and I'd be scared of them because they can beat you navally. Oh, what?
He dropped that
Uh,
noise.
I know, he just dropped
Expansion.
colonial. Yes, yes.
He should fill out eco first. He shouldn't have
Oh yeah,
dropped it. He dropped it too early.
you
He
don't want.
shouldn't.
Yeah, you're right. You don't want to drop it when you're trying to fill another admin idea group at the same time.
Yeah, because now he's losing his good produce and ICA. It's gonna take a long before he get these two done. He should focus eco first though, but the proper play would have not been to drop expansion, not drop exploration expansion until you finished the other. That's a lot of dev clicks.
What is this time for a Sikh
What? Oh,
mission?
that's his rule or something.
Oh wait, I thought he is Sikh.
Yeah, but his ruler is not. His ruler is Hindu.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't really matter much. Let's just look at Bengal dev clicks. Oh my god, 600. That's low.
Oh,
That's also low. That's also quite low. I don't even know my own dev clicks. This might be humiliating when we reach my country. He killed 2 players, so I guess it's somewhat reasonable. And this guy was late seeded, but still. India is going very ham with the dev. Bismarkus, let's take us through your country.
oh.
This. What is this?
What was I waiting? Oh yeah, I'm shortly before finishing the war and want to
If
core all the stuff.
reduce inflation once and then you're not capping. And you want to get like 80% or something, so it's gonna take a bit more before you get that. You can take a healthy chunk.
Yeah, uh, 2 provinces in Lahore and then whatever I can.
So Bismarkus, tell us, did you actually fight the Timurids?
No, I declared him and he pieced me out 1 month later.
And you used every single one of your missions.
Yes, I thought I had to fight it, so I used all my missions for it.
Well, I just gave him a big beating, so he wasn't in shape.
Uh, yeah, so those missions were a bit wasted.
Okay, let's look at how you're doing, Bismarkus. Dev clicks.
Ooh, compared to
400. You're not on level with the Khan and Bengal, but you're way better than the guys over in Asia, and East Asia.
Take a look at his buildings.
I guess these just recently became unlocked, but you have some manufacturers left to build. And you have some forts. You have some forts to upgrade as well. Did you know that if you're sieging a fort that has a lower level than you can build with your current tech, you get a bonus to the roll?
Yeah, wait, when did level 4 get unlocked?
Militech 14.
Okay, so not that long ago.
No, but
Don't have to feel that bad.
these 3 please at least. Yeah, and like you have a somewhat of a fort line, but you don't have a good fort line against the other Indians.
Yeah, but the same is true for them.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
land is not really defensible.
Take a look at his accepted culture map mode. Like, accepted.
Why are you not
There's a
accepting these
lot of
two?
unaccepted there.
Didn't think of it.
Like that's gonna increase your manpower by 30k or something, I think. All this Punjabi culture. Local tax, local manpower, and you have more invest.
You said also, you should have done this at the beginning, but you said to convert your culture to either Sindh or Gujarati.
Yeah, because then he get Marathas. And he gets
Am I
the...
allowed to go there?
Yeah,
Yes.
because they nerfed it in the mod, so you only get 5% discipline now.
But it's still better than the
I
last place.
thought I still wasn't allowed to get them, so...
Yeah. And forming Rajputs is not really worth it, right?
I think it gives
That's
some
not
depth.
color.
The ideas are worse.
It's also the same misandry.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm
Well.
not called Bismeva for no reason. I can't change out of it.
Okay, my nation. I'm gonna do a fun thing next session. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, let's see my nation. I don't have the same dev clicks as India, sadly. They have been going
But we're
ham.
gonna split the Commonwealth.
Yeah, so Commonwealth was protected, and now his nation is so much in a dumpster fire that anyone around him can just kill him. So he's not showing to the session apparently.
He said just so what, just just to get war experience. Because if you're going into war knowing you're going to lose it anyway, what does it matter?
Yeah, I have some really good workshops to build apparently. Just a few. Um, yeah, I still have a lot of land to dev, and I think I deved most of the steps to 10 dev. Uh, these down here is desert, I think. Yeah, I think I deved most of the steps to 10. But there's a long way for this nation to still develop up and get all proper use out of all this land. That's gonna take a while. Um, yeah. Nice manpower, nice army size, but not much. Like free game Russia, Uzbek didn't show. Um, there was no Lithuanian. Poland just PU Lithuanian had fun fighting Germans.
Oh wait, he took the PU?
Yeah, that is why he formed Commonwealth, because then you integrate them for free, but you don't get the Lithuanian government type or the Saddam.
But isn't it the worse way for Poland to do the early game?
No, it's better in the early game, but you lose on Lithuania formation because PLC is a end game tech. I think it's the best
I
thing to do for Poland in the beginning.
thought it's also bad because your ruler is
You get, I
bad
think you
in the
get a,
beginning.
I think you get a 4-4-1 if you pick the PLC, and you
Yeah,
get
but if you did,
if you don't, you get like a 6-5-6 or something. Yeah.
With the nerfed dev costs in the mod, I think taking the PU is fine. Because normally you'd want to like really dev. So the better the ruler, the better that is. But with 40% less dev cost than you normally get, you can't really dev as much.
Mm. But he should likely have integrated them normally, so he could have formed Ruthenia. We are looking at Georgia now. 100k max manpower. 73 max force limit.
he's going to look at jumping into Timurids as well.
Yeah, I told him to do so. I'm defender of the faith, and this Hungary is aggressive as fucking carpenters. Vulnerable, so I parked a little army down here. And he built some defensive forts, which is nice. Yeah, trade setup. Mm,
Where's he steering to? To Crimea?
he's collecting Crimea, and he's collecting in. No, he's only collecting in Crimea. I think he wants to go into Persia and collect in Persia because Persia has way more money. Like, look at how much Crimea is at 5 ducats. If he gets Tebris and Yerevan, then he's gonna have decent power in Persia and he can collect there. That's way more money for him. And then he can steer from downstream and likely make more money that way. Um, infantry cost negative 20%, that's a lot. But else these ideas are not the best. And he doesn't have any formable around unless he could kill Hungary somehow and form them. Or take Anatolia from Hungary, but I doubt that
Or
happens.
Persia.
He could form Persia. Yeah, he should form Persia. But he needs to switch out of Orthodox though. He needs to shift into Shia. Yeah, he could do that. Hmm. Somebody's gearing up for something here.
I think it's how much war between Mamluks and Hungary is it?
There's, there's been 2 of them.
So will be the third one.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got a casus belli on them.
Wait, who owns Cyprus? Is it Ghana? Oh, it's Ottomans. Okay.
It's a vassal of Mamluks. So, ooh. He can declare reconquest for all the Ottoman stuff.
But to form Rum, the Ottomans aren't allowed to exist, right?
Yeah,
He can declare a reconquest war on one of the islands, I believe.
yes, roads. Does he have the navy for it?
Yeah, Hungary only has light, so.
I knew Hungary has a fleet. We'll look at that later. He has a lot of land, a lot of stuff still to build. Not these.
What's his force limit with those buildings?
It's the same as Russia's,
Okay.
but he has half my manpower. Yeah, he integrating these? Doesn't look like it. Ethiopia is independent. I don't know, man. I don't think this war is actually. If you could just sit and chill, you'll be stronger than Hungary eventually. You have AI left to eat around. You have rebels. You have a lot of rebel
Was
problem.
was Ethiopia independent the whole time,
I don't know.
did they just get independent?
I don't
It
know
was
actually.
independent the whole time. They
Okay.
just didn't kill it.
I think he should just like don't take this war and clean up his land because there's rebels galore and he can scale so well with so much land. Like you can even take a part out of Timmy in Basra. I don't know why you would fight this war if you could avoid it.
Well, what he said do is he said make a deal with Ghana, give Ghana all of like the interior Congo part, like Matapa, or yeah, just give him that one. Ghana can take Defender of the Faith.
Hmm.
Then no one can attack him, and then just build himself up.
Ghana is Muslim,
Yeah.
so just make a deal that way, and then he's safe. And then he needs to build up and fix his rebel issue. Also thinking about accepting these maybe.
What do the government things give again? One give power coin.
This one gives all power cost -5 1 year. It's based off your ruler culture, but it gives you some money and manpower. It's not great. And he got one mission here. That's actually good. Can he win? Maybe. How many galleys do
Can
you have? 26 galleys. Hungary has 33 lightships. So you can declare, if he really wants to fight, which I don't think he should, you can declare for votes and get 40% from that. And just park your fleet in the Aegean Sea.
and
Um,
with blockading all of Hungary,
yeah,
another.
Tusas is okay. Bulgaria's is and Moldavia's is. Also because Hungary likely want to expand it to Commonwealth now that it's not protected anymore.
But it's not like that's much of a hindrance for him.
No, it's still gonna take some time. You got a lot of stuff still to build, especially for inclusive subjects. Um, yeah, here too. Yeah, he's there missing a lot of buildings still. He went crazy on the churches though.
It's a lot of farmlands. If it's a farmland or grassland, you may as well build.
Yeah,
Sure.
because that doesn't matter when you get to 20, you can have it anyway. He's Protestant. And yeah, he's gonna get a lot more income when he finishes up trade. Might also want to accept these cultures. Unless you're gonna try to form Poland. Would you go for Poland formation or Rum formation in this scenario, Darth?
Poland, because rum requires a religion flip as well.
But it will still be a lot of culture he needs to either destate or convert. Yeah, but still think about accepting your religions. That could help you. Getting good mana. A decent amount of death clicks. Okay, let's do the Africa. Oh well, there's only 3 nations really. Mm,
Noticeably, he's going religious instead of trade here.
yeah, because trade sucks in this area anyway.
I guess he needs it also for his land. Or is he using the
I
Demi
think
estate?
I think he's using the Demi. Yeah, look at the influence. Yeah, he's getting a lot from the Demi. I think we need to keep a closer look on this nation for Skanderberg because Skanderberg doesn't know it has 15% morale of armies and 5 discipline.
What does Gunneberg recognize about these nations then? Only the income?
Ev-
Not
ev-
estimate?
everything but the nationalities are not counted.
Okay.
So everything that he gets from provinces, manpower, etc., Skanderbegs recognizes that, but not the national ideas. That was what we did with Scandinavia. We made Scandinavia have Swedish ideas because they have similar mill bonuses. I guess we could do something, find a nation that fits this criteria quite well. Um, let's look at the dev clicks. Yeah, about on the plus 500 as well. Uh, he's getting built as well. Of course, a lot of this land need to be devved before he can build a lot in it. He already devved all this to 10, it looked like. And he TC'd all this down here. Most of it seems. Hmm. Well, the nation looks very fine. Not much to comment on, really. Oh, the wrong button. He just dropped expansion, I think.
He still has it.
Oh, he still have it. Oh, okay, I don't know then. I would maybe see if you actually can colonize some stuff instead of just improving development with your colonist. Mm, low
What is
PP.
even the chance for him to increase his depth with it?
This is quite high for tree development. Can I find some province with 6 development? Apparently not. That's actually not that bad. And you get tree development every 10 years. Not good either.
Well, the chance goes down once you get another one.
Yeah, that's true. That's not what you use your colonists for. Um, he's at
Well, he should just
200.
drop expansion at this point.
And what would he take? Inno?
Or religious. Something.
I mean, he's fully Jewish already, but.
Religious and deals with everything around him.
Well, he's not in shape to do that. Look at his force limit and manpower.
Is it? So air has like movement speed. You can go for like a movement speed kind of meme. I think what? There's trade and offensive. I think gives movement speed.
Um, Yeah,
Yeah.
10%.
What government? Oh, he's a republic now. He's not a horde.
What government type gives you additional?
Horde, 20% movement speed. Well, he can't be a horde anymore, but yeah.
Oh, you can't reform back into it.
No, he started as a tribe, so he couldn't
Mm.
become a horde. But I guess that's not the meme he's going for. Just Jewish something.
Yeah, he's Jewish.
That was maybe a bit too much.
Oh, yeah, client states. Yeah, I guess.
Now you are showing his meme
Maybe.
that he's planning.
Maybe. No. Okay, let's go to Andalusia. And then he can fortify up his peninsula, I guess. He lost a war against Westphalia. They took a bunch of land. Um, wanna look on upgrading your forts? I don't know when the Truce of Westphalia is over. It's
Was it
over.
only Westphalia or was it
It was
something?
Westphalia, Andalusia 1-on-1, I think.
No, his
Okay.
Bavaria was in the war too.
Bavaria was in the war, okay. But yeah, upgrade your forts. Get this secured and make a fort line. But you have plenty of time. Up to date on all the tech. Not the best death counter. Maybe place a fort in this corridor.
Where's his capital? Cordoba.
Yeah, whatever it's called now. Um, this is not colonized, but yeah, you have the Highland Fort here. I don't know how scared you are from the south, but the fort in here would make a long way because it's agony fighting in this. If you make a fort in Fezzan, it's impossible for them to reinforce really. Scorch Earth fort, a fort here. That's one of the most disgusting thing ever. Mm. Sitting on a lot of mana. You have a colonist. Mm.
Just finish the other corridor to make it look nicer.
He could also start colonizing and selling land off to Portugal. So just like colonize a province and then take three times the amount of money it costed to colonize it, and maybe they want to do that.
But it's wrong culture, wrong religion.
True.
Don't know if I would pay that much for it.
You don't care about that as a colony, though.
Religion, yeah, but culture also not.
The culture is like minus 75% culture conversion costs on New World provinces that aren't owned in 1444. So you can just culture convert it away if you need to.
And then he's likely also gonna kill these, and then he can make the truly fortified Pyrenees.
What's his truce with Florence?
4 years, and he can fight two Sicilies right now if he
He's
wanted
allied
to.
to two Sicilies.
Oh, what the turntables? What the hell? Buildings. He still has a lot of, not a lot, but some good buildings to build. A lot of force limits still. A lot of manufacturing still also. I mean, it's not the best ever Bolivia, but it's not the worst either. Like, it's highlands and drylands in the north.
Has he used a holy order anyway? Oh, I think he used one there in the
Used one.
a couple.
What does it give? It gives +1
Yeah, if
mill
you,
or admin.
yeah, admin
Or
here, dip here, and mill here. It costs
So
50.
what he could do is, because what's his trade income? Is he giving his trade to Portugal? That's 45. That's still kind of high.
He's getting 10 from
check
Portugal.
check the Sevilla node. He's getting 10 from Portugal.
Yeah.
Like, he should just give his trade power to Portugal.
Yeah, because Portugal has too high trade efficiency.
Yeah, and then just fall behind a dip power. Just use the dip holy order everywhere. That gives construction cost. And he needs a lot of buildings.
And it's way cheaper to do it this way, especially in performer universities, because it's plus 50 develop for 1 click. But here he gets 3 click from this one.
It's the best thing about being in a trade deal is that you don't have to care about dip tech at all, unless you care about navies. You just fall 10 behind, it doesn't matter.
You play
tech
for
up later.
corruption then, but yeah.
That's fine, fall 5 behind.
But you have so much Diplo and you don't really care much about Diplo take you ahead anyway, so.
He shouldn't be ahead. You should not be ahead. That is a mistake. You want to be behind.
Like, it's gonna give a lot of development. He's taking religious, because he's not the trade nation, yes. Good ideas. It's gonna be fun piecing out this one.
I guess he doesn't. Does France get mill access through
It doesn't
Westphalia?
look like it.
No, because fans of armies here. No. He's not.
Does France have their AI settings set?
I don't know, but there's a French capital here. So he got the capital and he got ticking.
Like go check the reasons for peace. That shows you if they have their AI settings. He does. So there you go. He can peace out once he occupies Foy.
This one, yeah. That's not too bad. Okay, Darth, let's tell us about your broken. Oh, well, your nation is not that broken, your martyrs, but up to date on ideas. The Scandinavian ideas are really good. They're getting a slight nerf in the next iteration of the mod. Mobile is going to 10. This is going to 25, and this is going to take 10 trade efficiency and 15 ICA. And the prestige goes as well to the density, I think.
Yeah, I'm up to date on
Bless
Foy.
you.
What are you gonna use your money on now?
Nothing. I played in single player a bit, and I just have nothing to spend money on.
Did you change something for a reformed religion?
Not in this iteration of the mod, but the next one, yes, we
It
are
has
changing.
no. It has 10% advisor cost instead of +2 tolerance of heretics
Okay.
as the base.
And you are level 4, which is where it matters.
Wait, how am I Defender of the Faith though I'm female?
Maybe that was removed as well.
Like when you look over it, like when you hover over taking it, it says I can't take it, but I am it.
Maybe you just retain it even though you have a female ruler. No. Why are you privateering Black Sea?
Power
PP?
protection.
Okay. Well, you're
That's a
gonna
lot of pirate influence in the trade node, though.
sending privateers against Commonwealth, sending privateers against Westphalia, yeah. And you can attack Hungary or Commonwealth and take a snack.
Do you take its Baltic stuff?
I think that's his plan. I mean, this Commonwealth is likely gonna be all but gone in 10 years. Okay, Austria, let's give him some love, he's a new player. Low max manpower. With quantity. Going trade next, not the worst idea since he has the Venice node. He can scam Hungary of a lot of money with additional merchants. Where is his merchants? I think it's a mistake you are steering out of Alexandria.
There's no trade in Alexandria. Look at it.
Yeah, he has a merchant there.
0.7, 0.8 towards Venice.
If you move your merchant into Ragusa and steer to Venice, it's gonna help you.
No, Pest is better than Ragusa because Pest would be a caravan pull. Buddhism is not.
True, but he already have 9% here. Yeah, I get. Yeah, pest is better. Yeah.
Or if he doesn't want to do that, he could just collect in Venice. If he doesn't want to be mean to Hungary.
Yeah. You can also steal from Krakow if you wanna be friendly with
Yeah.
Hungary. That would also give you more money.
So I don't know if he actually watches this, but he's a new player. Check his
Mm.
buildings. He's got way too many courthouses.
Oh yeah.
Check his governing capacity.
Oh, this is nasty.
That's whatever. But yeah, you don't want to build courthouses unless it's like your 5th building on a
Yeah.
20 to 30 dev province. And you're even under your governing capacity right now
Yeah.
too, so
So
you don't want it. And also, so your capital state, it costs no governing capacity. You have a courthouse in your capital.
oh, doesn't Kota give?
It's
Yeah.
it gives my state maintenance, but the state maintenance is also half
Low in
or
capital.
whatever,
Yeah.
and the autonomy is always 0, so
Yeah.
it's useless. Unless maybe that's the only building he could build there.
And he has regimental camp available.
Yeah, regimental camp. Oh, that's another thing we should say. So the building priority you want to do is manufactories and then force limit buildings first, those two, and then after that you can build workshops or barracks.
But you get barracks and workshops earlier, so you can sometimes often build them earlier.
But you should always try to have the manufacturers and the force limit buildings everywhere
Yeah.
on the low dev provinces.
And now that Tech 15 is coming up, you have soldiers' households. They give additional bonus manpower on grain, fish, livestock, or wine. So those provinces, especially if you're low on manpower, which your region is, yeah, like I'm not gonna delete these yet, but later on you might want to switch these out for soldiers' households. And
Well,
keep
once you have enough money.
Yeah, and keep in mind that when you conquer new land, you likely want to focus on building the soldiers' households there.
Check his income. 100.
Not too bad.
So one thing you could do with the soldier houses is you could build soldier houses in the nodes that you aren't getting a trade from. So like you have stuff in France, you're not getting that trade.
No.
Just build soldier houses there if you want.
Yeah, that's one
Like in that
example.
wine. Yeah. Like that manufacturer there, it's only giving you the production income, not the production and trade income.
Yeah.
Also, your borders look ugly.
I think he knows that. Yeah, you should definitely try to take a snack out of. You have a truce with them for 3 more years and see how much you can take out of Florence. And then try to connect your borders, maybe. You already own the Venetian stuff. Yeah, you don't need more. More land would be beneficial. He's still Catholic. Wait, Catholic get 5% of all of armies? It's not bad. And he's the only Catholic nation, so you can just become defender of the faith as well. That's actually really good for him. Yeah, I would stay Catholic if I was you. There's nothing really in here that's important as far as I remember.
Also, Pope is still alive. Is he getting paper controller as well?
Yeah, no, he's not.
It's not going to lose it.
But yeah, he should likely try to like play a bit more around with this, improve relations with the Pope. The Pope doesn't like you. Improve relations with them. Yeah, this is. When do you get another accepted culture? Take 14, but you're behind on dip.
Well, he could just stop accepting
Yeah,
Slovenian or something.
this would
And then
cost
convert
him.
Slovenian.
Yeah, over Walloon. Then that will help your country a bit. Okay, let's
Check his government reforms.
Um,
Yeah, these are all fine. The absolutism one,
yeah,
useless
especially because you don't
right
have
now.
absolutism yet, but. And then when you come down here, I guess you just pick this one because absolutism is gonna be a thing. But your
Well, it will
states
be
are,
in 30 years.
yeah, your states are capped out, so. And you can use these interactions. Use them, please. This gives you 2k ducats. That's a lot of buildings you can build for those. And okay, let's see. Take a look at Bavaria.
Do we have a Bavaria next session?
Yeah, you found us up.
Okay.
Well,
This
it's
is
the perm.
yeah, it's a problem. Yeah, this is even more death clicks than they have in Asia. This is insane.
But South Germany is such a nice region to have.
Yeah, look at the buildings. I mean, he can upgrade a fort. But then he can build tax buildings.
It hasn't built a
I
single one.
mean, how much do they give? The tax buildings?
50% and 100%.
No, I mean, how much money do they actually make in the provinces?
Kraft is very anti-tax. If you look at his dev clicks, he hasn't done a single one in admin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he got mad at me for this one. Look at this. This was four
So he
times
did 8.
4 times the state's mission. Let's go. When they give me the choice to either conquer stuff from you or from KDX, I have to pick the tax one.
So he lost the war against me.
Yeah.
And lost those provinces.
Yeah, up here. On Magdeburg now.
I'm actually going to give him 2 of them back.
But he can expand into Bohemia, although it'll be a bit of a ugly snaking, but Bohemia is a
Bohemia is what? Is the vessel of
Commonwealth. He true spoke. He true spoke to do this. Or did he true speak them twice? I think maybe.
What? Putro spoke? Commonwealth?
Yeah, Commonwealth true spoke Bohemia. They were in a war together and they lost. Bohemia was dead. And then he true spoke them.
Wow.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, one thing I want to see, how much reforms did they manage to get in the HRE?
I think they only got the first one, the important one. Unless you can get down here and get additional 5% def cost, where is it? Yeah, that one, additional 5%.
I've never seen the Atari get more than 3 reforms.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have, but not multiplayer.
Well, unless you cheese it. Like, when you could add provinces to the Atari, you could get more that way.
Okay,
Do you
let's look
think
at
it's
this.
still worth it for nations to go in and get the building cost and
If
dev cost?
if you're not capping on government capacity because you're not an empire and don't have a lot of cultures to accept, then yes, it's worth it. But if you are, let's say, Commonwealth or Russia and have a lot of gov cap issues and culture issues, then no.
Can you look at Hungary for a moment? Because I know from his mission tree he can go into the HRE quite easily.
If he makes a union on Commonwealth.
No, it's the other one, the Hungarian succession, Bohemian borderlands. He needs... I think the Bohemian crown is at where an event happens.
Okay. Well, I don't know, but you could convince them to elect you and then go in, but unless you don't have cultures, if you have like this many cultures, because you can't be an empire and get all your primary cultures accepted, and when you can't be an empire, you also lose gov cap, so which costs you more money. He's also in religious turmoil. Have fun. I should be getting out of it though. Maybe it's fucked. Would you just pick one of these last ones, or do you wait until you like maybe want to come something else?
What does it do again? The leftmost one? Oh, okay, what's the other one do? There's no point in picking them.
Mm.
They do nothing right now.
Why is he no longer Republic?
I don't know. Does Westphalia make you a monarchy? I don't know.
No. 500 death clicks. A nice force limit, manpower to support it. Yep. Nope, not that one. That one. These nations are so crazily built, it's crazy. Um, I don't know if you don't like Britain, but if I was you, you have some trades here. You can yank this up to like 20% in the English Channel. Don't you think that would be the right choice to do, Darth?
Probably if you're playing the nation.
Overextension -70. I think because you only have 20% in Vineland anyway, and if you can get up there in English Channel, that would make you more money, I would say. But do test it out in single player before you do it. There's not many comments against this. You need to clean up some borders, and I think you want to try to form France.
He's converting some provinces to France right now.
Yeah, I told him that was like a good idea. Yeah. Because if you form France, you lose your dev cost, 5%. You get the same amount of manpower, and you get 20% morale of armies. And you get
But you
some
lose
decent missions.
You lose your 24 limit.
Yeah, but 20% morale of armies is better, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends on how much force you got, but yes.
And next age is defense age bonus. There's like a lot of good stuff with France. And you get scripted events. You get Napoleon later, example. I think you have to go illusionary for that, but still. Running the good advisors, not running high discipline. Don't want to trigger it. Epstein. Okay, let's take a look at Britain. Running good advisors. Oh my god, and she's 50. She started 20 years.
This is scripted, really.
Yeah, I know. She started 20. And she's still alive. Still below the HRV guys and death clicks
What
though.
are the two policies he's running in DIP?
Naval force limit and
Naval force
naval
limit,
force.
and he shouldn't run one of those. He's not even at his naval force limit. He's just wasting DIP on it.
500 naval force. What the heck? I mean, his troops are paper, but still, that's a lot. So what would Britain do in this campaign? Just sit on the Isles and do jack shit and have fun in Americas, I guess? There's not much for him to do.
He can't, he can't expand into Europe.
No,
No one can
he
expand into him.
he doesn't have a setup and he didn't build any of these buildings. I would bet you this one is for a state mission. I mean, he can dev it all to 30, I think.
Has he built docks and shipyards everywhere, or what is?
If you ever manage to land 1k and just spam mercs, you can win a war against him. Like if you land,
Haven't we seen that before?
we have seen that, but that was when I played England, but I didn't have a trash military. They landed up here and recruited like 200k. I also recruited mercs and fought them back, but I didn't have this idea set up. His only milk quality is 5 discipline.
Well, he's got enough boats or enough naval force limit that he can just put boats in every sea tile.
But he doesn't. If you, while he's a bit unaware, you pack a boat with 1k here, 1k here, 1k here, 1k everywhere, and you just start declare and toil them all to land, and they are marines as well, then you can maybe do it. It would be hilarious though. Perhaps we should do that, tough. See if it works.
I've played Denmark and I've killed Britain before. I don't want to do that again.
Okay, Portugal. A very small Portugal that hasn't expanded at all except for this, and
In the Cape.
okay. He got of course 4 player colonies, low PP, subsidizing Andalusia. Huh?
So they really need to work on this trade thing better.
Wait,
Like
he's Anglican?
he's Anglican, yeah. Like he should be getting more of this trade power in Sevilla. Like he's actually get Tangier and Cadiz from Andalusia and then upgrade those to level 3 COTs. And then that's probably like 90% trade power in Sevilla.
Why should he get these two and not these two up here?
No, Cadiz and Tangiers. because they don't
Oh
look
yeah.
bad. They're both COTs and they don't look bad if you own them. But they're also
And
double
Lucia
COTs in
doesn't
this league.
lose the straight
Yeah,
crossing.
yeah.
And he should then sub and lose more money.
He's paying 15 subsidies.
Yeah, that's like nothing. I'm subbing Great Britain 75.
Subbing Great Britain, that's something.
He's given his
That's
his,
wrong.
his trade power from the colonies to me.
Okay, let's. I mean, we are taking a very quick look. I have to go in 5 minutes because we have session in 25.
Well, then look at Two Sicilies then if you have.
Oh yeah. Okay, Two Sicilies, Republic,
Income.
very low income indeed. Yeah,
But
you
he's going to
need,
take
and
a
then
nice
solidify, work together with your newfound ally in the Lucia. These are built. You have expanded over here, but those are your vassals. I guess you want to integrate them eventually.
But can he hold them, or do you think Hungary will aim for him?
I don't know. If you are friends with Austria and Austria doesn't give him access, and you delete the forts over here after you integrate the shit, then he can't get enough war score. But that is you preying on Austria, not giving Hungary access, either
There's
by
also
choice or by accident.
if you look at southern Greece, there's a kind of a trick that you can do. If you build in a fort on Corfu and then like Necropont. Oh no,
Here
not
and
Corfu.
here.
What's that? Cephalonia. They can't reach those three bottom provinces if you blockade the straits, like
Interesting.
Achaia, Moria, because like the fort zone of control
So
goes
you
on to
build a
land.
fort here and here, and then you can't walk down, but you'll have to buy the
Yeah.
province of the Mamluks. And this is Austria's, right? Yeah, Austria for some weird reasons and access.
I guess he got it by annexing Venice.
Yeah, likely. Maybe he's not even aware. But your nation is weak, and def clicks 145. That's a bit. But you wanna get the Dino load under control. Start making the big bank here. Right now, Papal States are yoinking your money. Might wanna yoink the Papal States in return. You're not Catholic. Give them a yoink, and take all the money from Florence, or take all the trade centers from Florence. These four will make you go a long way, and you don't have to care about aggressive expansion.
Is Florence with the snaking rules right now? Do you know?
I actually don't know. I think so, yeah, because they last forwarded Andalusia, so maybe 4 years. I actually think he should check that. Because if not, then his peace deals should likely look like this.
Yeah.
So he get maximum amount of trade power in, and just use boats to get over to your provinces when the rebels come up and show their ugly face. Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick tour of the new world. So let's start at Texas. Texas,
First one we looked
nice money, bad manpower, likely very small nation. You have a lot of menus to build. Those got going. These are non-existent. These are non-existent. You are just colonizing and having a chill game with
Is
eco
he still
exploration.
island hopping around the world?
I don't know. It likely is because you can raid provinces, right?
Actually, Victor, I know what I should do. I should give you money to build manufacturers. That's what I should do with my money.
You can also give me money.
Do you have manufacturers?
Yeah, I have manufacturers to build. I know. I think you can raid coast with Norse religion in this mod.
No, he's a pirate. He can.
Oh yeah, he can. Yeah, there. So yeah, have fun if you are natively near him. But yeah, a lot of money to be had from your manufacturers. This was the first one. Is Mexico. Yeah, you still have 100% religious unity, even though this is likely all wrong religion. It's fine. Um, you're making money, even though it appears as it doesn't apparently.
It's because the gold income doesn't count as your income. He's making 46 in gold. That's not his.
Ah, okay, makes sense. Spending decent advisors, want to re-elect this guy a bit, and just colonize the area. If you're ever afraid of them attacking down here, maybe look at your fort line. It's not existent, and if you have a fort line, this area is painful. And yeah, start deving up. It is expensive in the new world, but start deving your land up. Get to 10 development in drylands, grasslands. That's your first priority. Get to 10 development in those. CO1, daddy's little boy. This nation over here. Also a lot of good manufactories to be built. Yeah, also needs building up. Med plutocratic doesn't have fine ideas yet, yeah. No estates, sucks of course. Nice income actually, but not really providing much yet.
Well, it's gold and you don't know how much of it.
Yeah. We're not deving on this nation. 2 dev clicks. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. And both explore expansion, like you wanna drop those later of course, but there's so much still to be colonized, so I guess it's fine. Yeah, buildings, there's still a lot to be built. A lot of buildings to be built. What was this? CO2 and then CO3? New Norway? This was one. Now we're actually having some amount of manpower in this nation. A lot of dev clicks as well. This is actually looking quite well. Yeah, also want to focus on getting your cheap deving provinces to 10 dev. Like Savannah is 15, Coastline is 15. This is also 15. Yeah, you have the
He has 3 grassland provinces.
yeah, these should likely be dev to 10 first. And you have some farmlands down here. Australian colonialization. Not think
Played by the
it's
former Congo player.
yeah. Yeah, you also just need to build up and chill and vibe. Grand Caretaker Leo. That's down here. Yeah. I think this is the poorest of the subject nations in South Africa, South America. Also needs just to build up and see if you can secure prestige.
Oh wait, and your screen, Teddy's color isn't completely
Yeah,
hidden.
I don't know what's going on. It looks fine.
It's fine on mine too.
If I look at it from my side, it's
Some good manage to be built here. So there's a lot of potential in the colony still. And I think the nearest to the bunch, British Louisiana.
I don't think it had a player yet.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna look at it. Okay, thanks for tuning into the stream, and thanks to Darth and Bismarkus for helping my voice getting through this. See you around, and thanks for tuning in.